there's a wrestler by the name of Aleister Black. I've had this on my to-do notes for months now to talk to you about this. Aleister Black. Now, I know in the past I've talked about wrestling, but the truth be told, I'm a poser. I don't really watch wrestling anymore. I was to say I was obsessed with wrestling in the 80s is putting it very lightly. But the 80s and the early 90s, I was deeply involved in the wrestling scene. Um, and then to make it worse, I liked Brutus the Barber Beefcake a ton. I dressed up like him when I was like, I don't know, 10. So he looked like a greased up Chippendale with his sexy 80s bangs and mullet. Anyways. And then I had a little stint a few years ago. I was watching Ring of Honor Wrestling for about a year or two. And, so wrestling's got a real warm place in my heart. Aleister Black is this new modern wrestler. And I haven't seen him wrestle. Someone just told me about him. I looked him up. And sure enough, there he is. This guy's got, this costume has inverted crosses on it. It's got the cross of Leviathan, a.k.a. Satan's cross. The same one that's on the Adam's apple of Dave Navarro. Good friend Dave Navarro. How could he do it? Because he's in the Illuminati, right? He knows what it means. He plays coy on the Ink Master and on his little show when I told him he was in the Illuminati, but for real, he knows what it means. And Aleister Black's got it on his costume too. And if you look at Aleister Black's tattoos, that's how committed this guy is. He's got tattoos of on his chest. He's got a tattoo of a hand with the all-seeing eye in it with sigils, magic sigils. Got a tattoo of an all-seeing eye inside of a triangle on his right arm. He wears a jacket that says Black Mass on it. What do you think that means? Officially, it's a reference to his spinning heel kick. In his story, he claims that, this is on Wikipedia, right? His story, he claims that this character comes from his father's interest in the occult. And, Wikipedia, I believe, gets it wrong because they actually use the phrase in a cult, which is a common misunderstanding. It should mean occult. He's interested in the occult, right? And to further emphasize that, I read on another interview, Black described his father's old belief system as, quote, heavy, really dark, and bleak. So, make of that what you will. Clearly, it's an homage to Aleister Crowley. But when you look at WWE's website, they don't really talk about it much, right? It's just a way to get people interested. Try to get them down that path, down that old left-hand path with the rest of the goats.